I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom now, I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom now, I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Utah, they ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they have had one long season. Pretty much everything they've tried to right this ship has backfired. Now it's just about showing some pride down the stretch.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. We all know Anthony Edwards went first overall in 2020. And his teammate Karl Anthony Towns said, I know what all those pressures are like. When you're the number 1 pick, if any other rookies do well, there's a threat to the throne.
Good point. No pressure, D.A. Thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Duncan. Thomas is out there with Kobe. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Kane in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Warriors, Durant is out there with Big Daddy. And it's ABC. Then there's Lights Out. And it's Jay in at the shooting guard position. And, Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
Johnson, the pass to Kane. Fires the 3. Thomas, no luck. Here's Cool Hands, guarded by Kobe.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Durant against Johnson. The 3 from Thomas. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Patterson with it. Guarded now by Duncan. And the basket is good.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Johnson with the block. And they get it back. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
It's deflected. Out to the wing. Poked away. The Big Daddy passes to Patterson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. It's blocked. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Lights Out. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Lights Out's got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
ABC's checked in for the Warriors. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Pippen's checked in. Thomas passes to Bryant. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now here's Johnson. This game we saw him score 14.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Oh, great ball movement there.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in.
Remaining in the first.
Three-pointer, and he's good on the three ball.
Johnson.
Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
And entering the league, Magic was an average shooter at best. Has worked extremely hard to improve that facet of his game.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 8 points for Jay. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten on turnovers.
ABC passes to Patterson. Down low. Winner. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Some changes for Golden State. Ori comes in for Kevin Durant. And Big Red subbed in for Patterson. And then for Minnesota, Johnson, he's checked in for Duncan. Phillips comes in for Magic Johnson. And it's Jordan in for Kobe. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
A three ball. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Thomas got 9 points.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And then Thomas with the dunk.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here's Big Red. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
From deep, Jordan. It's rebounded by Golden State. Lights Out's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's tipped. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Warriors on top. They lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Lights Out. Ori is out there with Big Daddy. Then there's Jay, and it's Big Red in at the 1 spot. Big Daddy's checked in for Jay. Got a piece of it. Passes it to Big Red. Banked in off the glass. Big Red's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Michael Jordan.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And slam dunk by Jordan.
This is supposed to be
an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Doris, we know that Anthony Edwards has given numerous head-turning quotes, but that's just who he is.
That's right. One of the most candid players in the league. Caught some media off guard when he said he saw himself as a football player. But this guy's got big-time personality.
Here's Pippen after the Warriors pick up 3. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Big Daddy. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And here's Jordan outside. The shot will not fall.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. And the Timberwolves call time. Duncan, he's checked in for Minnesota. Bryant comes in for Jordan. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Duncan finds Johnson. Over Durant. Here's Kane. To halt the run.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to the ball.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. ABC's checked in for the Warriors. Jay comes in for Big Daddy. That free throw good from Billups.
And Billups is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is.
And it's good for 2. And that's now 7 points for Chauncey Billups. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
And something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night.
The line for the Warriors.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Trailing by 5. That one goes. Count it.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Now here's Patterson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Billups. He's got 9. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Johnson. He has 6. From deep three-point range, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Yeah, and you got to know Bryant looking to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. The D can't give him any daylight.
Here's Kane, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Steve, a good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if we can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Checking out the Warriors, Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy. Kind of like Shaq too.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent's shooting over 60%. You're going to have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. On the court for Minnesota, Thomas is out there with Kobe. Then it's Duncan. Then it's Johnson. And it's Kane in at the 5. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And here are the Warriors now. Bryant finds Johnson. Shoots the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Looks for Thomas. Gets it to him. Second shot opportunity. And it's blocked. They recover it. Kane, that's good.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Patterson. They get it back. Lights out. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Lights out's got 10 points in the game. Thomas passes to Kane. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof. And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Warriors leading by 6. Here's the line to the hoop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Minnesota calls timeout. So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards a part of a class that needed more time.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Warriors checked in for Big Daddy. Big Daddy comes in for Jay. And Big Red subbed in for Patterson. There's the pass to Lights Out. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To end the run. Oh, that's blocked.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
He was all alone on that one. Big Red's got 5.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
ABC's checked in for Golden State. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Open for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Lights out, Scott. Rebound number 8 now on the night. That bucket in no time at all. 9 points for Big Daddy.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now here's Pippen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
Here's Big Daddy. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Thomas dishes to Duncan. Thomas kicks to Jordan. Back to Thomas. The three. Can't hit that one.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
A second chance effort. Rebound, Minnesota. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Warriors. Big Daddy's checked in for lights out. Shea comes in for Big Daddy, and it's Patterson in for Big Red. And a change for the Timberwolves. Chauncey Billups is checked in for Tim Duncan. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Good job there. Jordan getting them in transition, and he does so much. You almost forget how dominant he can be defensively.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And stolen by Billups. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Billups has got 11 points.
And how about the size Billups has at that point guard spot? Even when he gets hit, he's got the strength to play through the contact.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense, offense. Simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though.
Paying his guys respect they deserve. Likes what he sees. I like that message.
And Kevin, it's so important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how critical it is to recognize good effort.
The assist.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Jordan on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got ABC. ABC is out there with Big Daddy. Then there's Ori, and it's Jay in at the shooting guard. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity. KD at the rim.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Timberwolves foul. Isaiah Thomas. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Johnson over to help. Here's Winner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Personal foul.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And so he hits both. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work and only to find out I was using the wrong key. Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Patterson passes to Big Daddy. Back to Patterson. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 18.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor, and hitting them up.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. He possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
Lights out checked in for ABC. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Chauncey Billups.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
They get a hand on it. One-on-one fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And so Duncan hits them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Patterson with it. Isaiah Thomas covering. Here's Jay Johnson with the block. It's good. Timberwolves trail by 18. There's Thomas with the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Thomas with the steal. And the jam by Isaiah Thomas.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Kobe. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Lights Out.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
The shot's good.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
It's good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And it's Bryant at the elbow. Here's Cool Hands. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.